Hello there everyone, my name is Oversoul, this is Oversoul Gaming, and I checked, and I have all of Ventus's Xehanort reports up to the one that you get from his final boss, so I'm not gonna fuck around with going back to the previous worlds and trying to find everything at the moment, screw it. We're just gonna go, cause like I said, I'm on a time limit, so, and we need to hurry up and finish this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and finish it. I think we leveled up Ven quite enough anyways. We should be alright. Now, this cutscene is going to be more or less the same as it was when we saw it the first time, up until the part where they separate. So I'm going to go ahead and use some of this time to explain some things. Let's go over what we've learned so far. Okay, so we know that Xehanort is obsessed with the Keyblade War. He wants to reignite the Keyblade War by forging the Keyblade, as it were. Now, Xehanort basically,
the master was struck down.
Xehanort basically caused, all of this when he started everything by sending people off. Now, we know from the ending of Terra's story that Terra gave into the darkness and Xehanort possessed him, and that's why in the flashbacks in Kingdom Hearts 2 he looks younger.
He tried to hurt Ven.
Because it's Terra's body.
But
now would be a good time to really go in, since we've seen this cutscene before in Terra's story, would be a good time to really go into detail about what exactly happened after that. So,
you were right, Aqua.
You'll see it later because I'm going to add the secret ending to the end of this game because it's important, but that'll be at the end of the final episode.
I went astray.
But eventually, Ansem finds Xehanort laying unconscious in Radiant Garden, and he brings him in and takes him under his wing, and he becomes his apprentice. And then he takes him over, steals his name, and we know this story. Opens the door to darkness, studies the Heartless, gets all of the Desonants of the castle killed, and then they become Heartless and Nobodies, and the Nobodies become Organization 13.
How does that honor our master's memory, Terra?
Now, here's the thing that you don't know yet. I'm gonna do a little bit of a peek ahead, but we'll explain more about it when we get to Dream Drop Distance. But Xehanort has always had a failsafe, just in case his plans went awry. He always knew that there was a chance. And
make some kind
so,
of Keyblade.
As you know, there are basically different versions of him throughout history. There's the younger version of himself, who lived on Destiny Islands originally. Then there's the old bald master, actual Xehanort.
I still don't know exactly what it is.
Then there's after he took over Terra, and then there's his Heartless, that called itself Ansem, and then there's Xemnas, his Nobody. There's more to it, though.
Man.
Remember how I said to pay attention to people who had orange eyes, orange, yellow, whatever the hell it is? There's a reason that they all share the same eye color. And I just want to remind you of that because it's important. You need to hold on to that information. And we'll come back to that when we hit Dream Drop Distance.
Can never be torn apart. All right?
Same thing for the whole X being on someone's chest, meaning bad things for them in the future kind of deal. That comes into play in Dream Drop Distance as well.
I'm asking you, as a friend, just put an end to me.
Now, obviously, we haven't seen Ventus's parts of the boss battles here, but what we have seen otherwise up until, basically, that leaves Aqua's part of every story in the Disney worlds being the only one unfinished. And since Aqua visits most of the worlds last, we'll get to see the conclusion of each of these stories that we've been involved in as we go throughout her story.
United with the hearts of their masters.
Except in the case of, like, Deep Space, where we get to see the second part of the story.
In combat. As a great Keyblade war raged, countless Keyblade wielders.
So
gave up
while
their
Terra
lives,
was seemed to be
all
involved
in
with
search of
helping the
one
villains a lot, and
ultimate
Ventus
key.
seemed to be involved with kind of helping out
And it will
the
soon belong
more
to me.
goofy characters a lot, like the dwarves and like Cinderella's mice friends and stuff like that.
Keyblade.
Aqua is more in the lines of helping out the princes and the princesses. She'll usually team up alongside a prince in an attempt to help one of the princesses that's currently in danger from the events of the world that happened before she got there. So, like, after Snow White ate the poison apple, Aqua tries to find a way to, bring her back, and so on and so forth. It's like Terra comes into every world, makes a mess of things, and then Ventus kind of like half-asses his way through trying to help, and then Aqua comes in and cleans up the mess from both of them.
Aqua!
Only reason we're sitting through these cutscenes again is because I have no idea which ones I can safely skip without skipping the ones we haven't seen yet. Also, but notice how at least they put in whatever Keyblade you have equipped. It's usually handy. But then after these cutscenes, and then the ones that we haven't seen, it'll be Ven's series of boss battles. And then I'll leave you guys at the credits like I usually do. And then we'll be ready for Aqua's story. And then Coded,
Ben,
and then finally
are you okay?
2.8. Now I do believe the part where Mickey steps up, yeah,
How about you
that's
leave the popsicle with me?
here we go.
So you can go have your little fight with Terra.
This is something I didn't tell you about, but
Can't be
Bragg
too
shows
happy
up
about him deep
here.
sixing your master.
We didn't see this in Terra's story because he's down here messing with Aqua and
are you?
Ventus. He doesn't deal with them up there. So while Terra's up there fighting Xehanort and
You
Vanitas,
think
Bragg
you
is
two
down
have
here
got
fighting
some
Aqua.
grand role to play.
While
As
Ven tries
if.
to thaw out through sheer
You're
will.
only here so that when I finish you off, Terra will succumb to the darkness. So, who wants to go first?
Shut up!
Oh, so this kiddo thinks he's a full-fledged Keyblade wielder.
Now hold on, because this is important.
He's got the angry look down.
Bing, 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 there you go. Remember
ahead
how
if you wanna
Xigbar
waste
used to
your
mention
time.
to Sora
Keep
that
trying to drive us apart with your
he
mind
gave him
games.
that look?
It'll never work.
People always thought he was talking about Roxas, but no, he was talking about Ventus, who he remembers meeting as his original.
Terra will prove to you he's stronger.
Aqua!
The organization members who met Ventus,
I keep
as their
forgetting, don't
originals,
mess with
they recognize
Keyblade
him in
wielders.
Roxas.
But you know what? That just means I made the right choice.
This also explains why when Xigbar looked
Well,
at Xion and they
you
were
wanted
fighting
me to
in
buy
Wonderland, he
time,
saw Ventus when
I'd
he looked
say
at
you
her.
got it.
Because Xion was based off of Sora's memories, and Sora's memories are a mixture of his, Roxas's, and Ventus's memories. All together, because they all share the same heart, basically.
Aqua!
So what you didn't see there, when it cut to black, was Aqua and Breg just fought, so obviously you can assume when we play as Aqua and we get here, we'll have a boss battle with Breg. Now that right there, where Vanitas just came down and struck her down, that was after he jumped off of the hilltop. And he's about to kill her. Hurry up, Ven. You're just really lucky that villains like to dramatically play this shit out.
No!
There you go. Now we fight! This is one of, I think, 2 boss battles for Ven's final part of the story. Terra had 3. It's a little unfair. You can't just ride around on a storm of keyblades. That's cheating.
See ya. Suffer.
Suffer from what?
See ya.
You didn't hit me.
Go.
He's gonna get tired of flying around in that thing eventually, though. Got him.
Gotcha.
I don't know if he was a part of that.
Too slow. Pathetic. Too slow. Light. See ya.
Where'd he go? Come on. He went under the ground somewhere. Okay, there he is. Yeah, it's gonna be impossible to...
See ya.
Nothing I can do but dodge all his attacks here.
Go.
Well, I could do more than that, but it's it's really hard to hit him when he's doing this and not get hit yourself.
There's no escape.
There you go. Yes. Oh, now that's a move to finish on. Suck it, Vanitas. Of course, now, as you can imagine, all we did was piss him off, and it's about to get harder.
You've done it, Ventus. Now that my body is about to perish, you and I will have to join together.
I really hope I don't die in this boss battle because
The Keyblade will be forged!
there's normally no editing in these things. I always record them fully in one sitting.
The inverse come from you?
Hence the term replay.
It happened when you and I were split into 2. The negativity took shape as these monsters. They are what I feel. A horde of fledgling emotions under my control. I released them in all the worlds I could. Hoping to lure you away from home and isolate you from your master.
So that was the whole point in the
We needed
Unversed.
to make you stronger. The Unversed were the perfect opponents.
They were just a test for
And
Ventus,
better yet,
controlled
no
by
matter how many
Vanitas.
times you defeat them, their negativity flows right back into me. You never stood a chance against us, Ventus.
If you're wondering why Vanitas looks like Sora, it's because of Ventus and Sora's heart mixing. So this was that big explosion that we saw when playing as Terra, and Xehanort was like, "You see, the Keyblade has been forged." Although not quite. And I'm not going to tell you what happens with Aqua. You're probably worried about her right now. Good, you should be. I'm not going to spoil it. We'll find out at the end of her story. Meanwhile, Ventus and Vanitas get into a fight inside Ventus's heart. This is another one of those dive into the heart moments. They're inside Ventus's heart having an internal struggle. And look, Vanitas has the key.
Our union was not finished. The Keyblade shouldn't stay broken like this.
Oh yeah, it's a
Join
broken version
now.
of it though. It's not the
We
full
can
thing.
complete the Keyblade.
Ventus is like, when are you gonna
I've got
understand?
a better idea. How about I destroy you both?
The Keyblade is made of your heart too, idiot. If you destroy it, your heart will vanish forever.
Whatever it takes. Anything to save Terra and Aqua.
It's always about your friends, isn't it?
At least I have some. I've become a part of their heart. Just as they become a part of mine. My friends are my power.
Well,
and I'm theirs.
How many times have we heard that line before? Of course, he said it because Roxas said it because Sora said it. But yeah. This game is just really trying to drive home the point that history tends to repeat itself. A lot. I wish people in the real world would realize that.
What's yours is mine!
Okay, well, that was a mistake. I don't know if I'm gonna get a chance. Let's try, though. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go.
Darkness waits.
Bring it!
Playtime's over.
Alright, here we go. We managed to take his health down, but this is where it gets really difficult.
Bring it! Come on! Bring it!
We gotta try and use the ability at the same time as him. So yeah, so that we get into one of these.
Bring it! Come on! Bring it!
Yeah, because we don't want him to hit us with these abilities. We want to do it at the same time so that we can damage him.
You cannot resist, Ventus.
Because we want to fill up the charge gauge.
Darkness waits. Join now with your better half.
Bring it! Come on!
There's no escape.
There we go. We want to fill up the command gauge so that we can do the finishing move. And we have to do that before our health runs out. So, one more time.
Join now.
Come on! Bring it! Come on!
You cannot.
Okay, come on.
Bring it! Come on! Bring it!
Join now.
Come on! Bring it!
There we go. God damn it. Except that the bar went down too far again.
What's yours is mine.
Shit. That's bad for us.
You cannot resist, Ventus.
I hate this part of this boss battle for this reason.
There's no escape.
It's really complicated because you have to time it just right. To the point where, oh shit, I hit continue instead of retry. Oh no. Oh god, what have I done? Well, that's a problem. Fuck.
me anguish! Darkness waits!
Playtime's over.
Maybe if I just keep spamming everything, it'll work out. Fuck it.
Bring it! Show me anguish! See ya! Bring it!
Okay, yeah, this is working this time. Okay, we might actually have it. We just gotta do that one more time. If we can manage it.
Join now.
There we go. That's what it was. I wasn't pushing the right buttons at the right time for that one. You know what they say, third time's the charm. Alright, well that took entirely too many attempts and I'm extremely frustrated, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do my outro here and then you can enjoy the credits without me. It's pretty self-explanatory what happens here anyways, but if you need an explanation, I'll give it to you in the beginning of the next episode. So anyways, thank you all so much for watching. My name is Oversoul, this is Oversoul Gaming. You've been fantastic, and I will catch you possibly on another day. Definitely at another time, and likely in another video. Okay, goodbye.
This place. I've been here. So warm. I remember now. This is your heart.